Welcome back to the Workshop Handyman. We are going to work on a little project in the shop today. This will be a woodworking project. We need to get back into that a little bit more, I think. Today we're kind of getting a little bit of a thank you out the way tools. I guess that's the way you say it. I have a little project to work on, and they've been so kind as to send me a router to help me out with it. So we're going to go ahead and look at that, see what comes with it, and then we'll go ahead and get a quick look over that and then see what we can do to finish this little project off we're going to have. So let's see what they sent with me. Okay, this is just going to be a quick little look over. It's a compact router that they sent me, which is good because I needed a little one. I've got several big ones. And it comes in a nice little soft side case. Let's see here what all we do have. Looks like a little dust collector. Nice size. Fairly heavy. Is in heavy duty feeling. Solid. Got a solid base on it. Looks like easily adjustable. Nice scale on the side of it. Okay, like that. What else we got? Oh. Plunge router base too, it looks like. Okay. That'll be good. So we'll maybe get a chance to use this. I think we're mostly for today's project. We'll probably be using the solid base, but we'll see where the project takes us. Who knows? What else they give us here? Looks like a little dust collection shield to put on it if we need to. And collection of stuff here. Oh, looks like a edge guide. Oh, a little end guide on that for some edge cutting. Then there's a couple of Allen wrenches. Wrenches to change the blades. Another wrench, and it looks like a little router tip. And a couple of nuts and bolts to put the this together, I would assume. So anyways, we'll get into all that, but mainly we want to thank them for sending this along, and we're going to put it to work and see what all it'll do to help us out today. So that's the goal, and we'll go ahead and start on the project. Okay, so the plans, this is how I do my plans. Everything I need should be pretty close to this. The wife doesn't even know what she wants exactly, so we're going to kind of wing it a little bit, kind of put it together and see if she likes what it is and move it around before final glue up. But anyways, we're basically going to have this as a drawer divider for the kitchen. I've made her one. I think there's a video out there on that one too. But anyway, so she wants to have 15 knives standing up inside the drawer. That'll take up the first portion of it. The drawer is 19.5 inches deep. We've got a total of 28 inches for the total width of the drawer, so it's a pretty wide drawer. 16 inches of that we're going to use up as knife locations. The other ones are for miscellaneous, kind of keep those organized. And along the front, we're going to have a divider to hold some other items in there. So 15.5 inches is our longest knife. So I think we should be good to go. 2.5 inches tall. That's the depth of our drawer, so it is a thin drawer. So we're going to make that out of plywood. We've got similar to what we had done with the other divider drawer on some of the other projects we had. It's going to be about the same thing. It's a multi-ply plywood. Let's see if we can get it to focus in on it. If you want to see it, there we go. It's good quality plywood. So we should be able to do that. The drawer will look something similar to this one that I haven't finished yet. But she hasn't decided on how she wants that done. And then we'll just put a 1/4 inch lid on the bottom of it to cap it off. So we'll go ahead and cut up all the pieces that I'll need off of a piece of plywood, and that'll be 2.5 inches minus the 1/4 inch plywood. So we'll go ahead and rip all those down and get the pieces ready. Okay, so what I did do, my phone overheated because of the shop location. It's a little bit warm in here. I think we're someplace up in the mid 90s, I think. So anyways, we went ahead, just finished squaring that off and got it ready. And we left overhang on two sides of this. So we're just going to, after it's square, that left it big enough to where we can take the router. So we've got our new router. I've hooked it up. I've got a flush trim bit on it. We've got a dust collection hooked up to it. That looks like it'll do better. I don't have it on any of my other routers, so this will be very nice, small, compact. So we'll go ahead and it's got variable speed on this. So we'll turn that on up because this is a fairly small bit, get it rolling faster. And we'll turn on our dust collection and let's see how she does. Okay, so for this part I've gone ahead and put on my little corner clamps again. Thank you. These little boys are kind of handy for this kind of a project, so I think I like that. And then this is about the layout of that, and then we're going to go ahead and on this side here we're going to lay out for knives, so we're going to have to build those a little bit different than the other dividers. And then this up here is going to be space for different types of whatever gizmo she's got. So should be good to go. Let me work on the little knife dividers. Okay, I've taken a little break from this for a day, as some of us have to actually do other work. And so we're coming back and we're going to go ahead and make up the dividers here now for the knives. So all I'm going to do is take found a piece of 2x4. That's just a piece of scrap. Doesn't do nice. I've got the equipment to make that a nice piece. So we're going to rip this down to 1 inch. We'll route off the edges, rip it down, and make it into a couple of dividers. So we'll go ahead and kind of mill all this around and keep an eye on it. Okay, so we took my router, mounted in the table here, and did a round over bit, and we've got them all rounded over. So this will be the dividers in the drawer. So we're going to go ahead and take these and now put them over here and cut them up to get them to length to where they fit in there. And we'll do that just on my, no, I'm going to do it on my table saw, of course. I was going to do chop saw, but table saw just works so much nicer. So we're going to set up for that. Okay, we're going to set this up, and the dimension I want is all these to be at 10 inches. So we're going to cut the bad end off of each of the boards, and then we'll go ahead from there and cut them all 10 inches long. Okay, so after we get all those blocks cut, this is kind of what happens with them. we cut them out, and I got some old knives in the shop. The wife don't really like me having those out here. So what we're going to do is basically just set this up, glue them down. We've got a lot of sanding to do. I won't bore you with that. We've also put the little dividers back here. This you could of course put as many as you want, and we'll verify with the wife on the setup of that before we glue everything in. But we'll go ahead and do a lot of sanding, and I'm not going to bore you with that. We'll just kind of show you what it looks like when we get her pretty well wrapped up. We're probably just going to spray this with some polyurethane and see what it looks like when we put it all back in. But we'll show you the finished product. Okay, this is kind of a follow-up as to how we did this. So we've got it all pretty well sanded out, and we're gluing it up. We put our angle clamps on there to keep it good. We've clamped it in every direction we know. This is where your knives will sit. They've all been just, like I say, little pieces like this, and they're sanded down and then glued into place. And then I took little 1/8" strips of plywood and spaced them out like that, glued them to the floor and to the back, and then just removed those so they didn't get stuck in any glue that was down in there. And then had clamps to come across that to push them down. I've just got a couple of more little pieces to put in there after all this is dry, and then we'll be just about ready to start putting the finish on it. So just thought we'd update that. So that's the progress for now. We'll let her dry. And with that, we find the final product has now got us organized, all in one drawer. Knives are in. Got a few empty spots there that I guess they're probably in the dishwasher, but anyways, so much better organization, I think. And that's kind of the way we're doing that one. And we've also been able to do this drawer was the first project we had. So we're kind of going through each of the drawers and building these and getting rid of the old plastic and worn out stuff. So makes for a good project. Hope y'all enjoyed checking it out, and give it a little thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And we'll go on to the next project and see what else we can get into. Maybe a couple more drawer dividers, but I think probably one video is going to be enough to get us on those. But we'd appreciate you watching. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you on the next project.